Hello everyone, welcome to GK's community. In last video we talked about some basic statistical concepts which apply into your study. But this time in this video we are going to see what is confidence interval and go deeply dive into it. So so what is confidence interval? So confidence interval is a range of value in which your true population value is likely to lie. So, for example, your as we discussed in the last video, your BP antihypertensive drug reduces the BP by 10 mmHg. Your confidence interval will can be like 6 to 12. Okay, that means there is a chance of that antihypertensive drug reduce the BP between 6 and 12. So your reduction value is between 6 and 12. So confidence interval is more important. So you should report the confidence interval in every study. So basically we will take 95 percentage of confidence interval in sample size calculation, because as we took 5% in alpha error as we discussed earlier. So the as we see here in this graph, there will be share of errors. My 2.5 percentage in the right side and 2.5 percentage in the left side. Okay, so 25 percentage of confidence interval is ideal. You can take 90 percentage, 99 percentage also, but more ideal thing is 95 percentage of confidence intervals. Okay, so basically this confidence interval, why this is important? Okay, so this will tell how confident you are. Okay, how confident you are, your value, your observed estimate is going to fall in between this 95 percentage of the curve in the normal distribution curve. Okay, so before going to the confidence interval deeper, so we will discuss about something concept called precision and variability. Okay, so what is variability and precision? So precision is how precise, like how your repeated measurements falls nearby the values. Okay, so suppose you observed BP is around 120. On next measurement your BP is around 121. So in next measurement your BP is around 119. So your observed values are uh, uh, so near. Okay, in repeated measurements. Okay, so this is precision. Okay, as we can see in the picture, there is a more values that is nearer to the same area. That means on repeated measurements also your observed estimate is fall nearby. Okay, so this is precision. So what is variability? So variability is how far your each values is from. Okay, for example, you measured BP. Okay, your first value is around 120, next is around 130. So this this is variability. So this 120 130 means there is a high variability. Okay, there is a 130 is so far from the 120, so there is a high variability in this study. Okay, so how the confidence interval will vary in your study? Okay, by the precision, variability, and sample size also. Okay, so in case of there is a wide confidence interval. Okay, wide confidence interval means, okay, so there is a high variability is there, and low precision is there, and low sample size. Okay, so basically these three concepts will affect your confidence interval. So ideally uh, you have your confidence interval more narrower, that will give a high precision and low variability in case of large sample size. Okay, so this 95% confidence interval is more important. Okay, so better to take 95 percentage of confidence interval. So ideally, this confidence interval 95 percentage, low variability, high precision with larger sample size is required for a study. So this is variability, precision, and effect of confidence interval. So how to interpret this confidence interval? Okay, So as we discussed earlier, p-value it will show whether the test is statistically significant or not. But this confidence interval will tell you how the test is precise. Okay, we need high precise test estimates. Okay, so basically this confidence interval tell you the precise how your test our estimate is precise. Okay, so how to interpret this confidence interval? Okay, so for example, your confidence is between 1.2 to 3.5. Okay, so this is a significant in a positive way. Okay, so if your confidence level as a value 1, that means it is not statistically significance. Okay, so better your confidence level is narrow and your variability is low and your precision is high. So better to take a 95% of confidence interval. Uh, a narrow confidence interval will be better, and low variability, high precision will be better. Your sample size can also affect your confidence interval. That larger sample size, okay, that will narrow the confidence interval, and small sample size will wider your confidence interval. More sample size will leads to narrow confidence interval. So it is better to give a narrow confidence interval.